Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam and welcome back to It's All Just Semantics. Now for today, I'm in a different spot. I rearranged the library and I'm kind of obsessed with these mug shelves that I have going on here now. So I decided to try standing up and filming a couple videos and see how that goes. Might continue this for half the video, see if it works. I don't know. I just decided to stand like in the middle because books and coffee. It's kind of me in a nutshell. So I'm gonna go back and forth, and if this line like bothers you guys, let me know. But for now, this is where I'm gonna stand. So today's video, I really wanted to talk about my goals, my writing goals for 2024, because this is actually really the first year that I have writing goals, which is very exciting, and I'm very kind of giddy, honestly, to talk about them and get into them. But I guess the number one goal for me is I would like to continue to write daily. Has that been happening since the beginning of the year? No. I think I've missed one day so far in the first, like, maybe 10 days of the year? I don't know what day it is. I think I've missed one day. Oops. But that's okay. And it just means that I have keep going. I don't know. I'm expecting to miss like a couple days every month just because life happens and I'm not always gonna have time to sit down in front of a computer. But I do want to try and make it more of a priority to try and write every day. I'm also, there's a goal that I'm going to try and read every day as well, because that will help with my writing. Because if you want to be a good writer, everybody I've ever talked to or asked this question for, the number one thing they tell you to do is to read more and to read within the genres that you are writing. So I've decided to add that to my list. I would like to read more of the genres that I am writing, namely fantasy, romance, thrillers, and cozy mysteries. Those are the four genres that I am kind of approaching as of right now as possible genres I would like to write in. So I'm really excited about that. And we'll see how that kind of goes. It's really what it's come down to. Now, as far as writing goes itself, I do have several projects I'm doing, and I have one challenge that I'm presenting for myself for this year. The challenge, I'm going to start with that one, and that's going to be something you've actually probably already seen if you've watched any of my previous couple of videos. I think it was 2 videos ago I did this one, and it was, I'm going to do a short story challenge. So the idea behind this is I want to write 1 to 2 short stories every month this year. I have already written one this year, which is amazing. I wrote one last week, and it was so much fun. It was great. I feel so accomplished for having written one and gotten it going. So it's really, it feels good to write short stories, I have found. And I have several ideas for short stories, so I would like to start writing them. And maybe by the end of the year, I'll have like a small collection, or I can do a self-publish something once I have enough that I like enough to publish. This first one will always have a special place in my heart because it is the first one I've finished, but may not ever publish it. We'll see. The short stories are 1,000 to 5,000 words long, and so I'm trying to stay within those parameters, and I also plan on using the website Reedsy in order to find any prompts if I'm having trouble coming up with prompts. They do a weekly contest that you can actually win money from in order to get yourself published in their digital magazine, which I would like to participate in, but I'm not going to push myself to come up with an idea and write it all in one week if I'm just not able to do that. That's not really something that I am very good at doing. I tend to take a long time to stew on things before I get them all down, so we'll see. It might be something I might try, but yeah, that's what we're starting with. As far as full novels go, my goal is to finish drafts of 3 to 5 books. I have 5-ish. I actually have 6 books that I kind of want to work on this year. There's 4 that I know for sure I'm going to be working on, that I'm trying to prioritize working on, and 2 that I'm kind of flipping on. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on one of them or the other one, or if I need to stop myself from working on one or the other. The first one is the co-author fantasy book that I'm currently writing with my best friend. We have been working on this for a couple years, and we finally have kind of made progress, and we're working on a solid plotline outline, and we're getting it set to write our next draft. So this isn't technically our first draft, but I think this is kind of like draft number 3 or something like that. And we've been changing it a lot. It is now a high fantasy novel. I'm so excited for it, but I do want to try and get through a draft of the first book once we figure out where the first book is going to end. So that is priority for that one. Next, I really need to finish this draft of Sandra's book. I got 50,000 words into it. I have the solid outline of where it's going. I know where it's headed. I need to write it now. So I want to get that one done as well. Following that is Adon's book, which I haven't talked about much here. Adon's book will be the second book in my romance interconnected standalone series. So his book I really need to get down, and I want to figure out what happens. I have some ideas. It's kind of been percolating in the back of my brain, if you will. But I do think I've come up with some good directions for this story to go, and I'm very excited to work on it. That leads me into the next book, which is Katie's book. So Katie's book, if you don't know, is the one that I worked on quite a bit last year in 2023. It was my main project that I worked on, and I got it done. It's 150,000 words of just me word vomiting onto the page. That's how I write. It's very much changed since then, and I'm trying to stop myself from rewriting Katie's book until I've written both Sandra's and Adon's book, because what happens in the first two books are going to affect what's in this third one. So we'll see how that goes. I'm having a hard time not writing Katie's book just because I love the characters in Katie's book so much. I love all the characters in this series, honestly, but I'm having a hard time stepping back from that book, and I know I really do need to. The next book that I know I'm going to work on is a cozy mystery book that I have barely started. I kind of started outlining it. I want to get the outline done this month is really my goal. I do want to try and get through it this year. I think I can do it. And right now I'm just calling it my Cozy Witch mystery. It's a cozy mystery that's paranormal. So that's about what I'm going to give you guys for that one. I'm really excited for this one. It's just a fun little story that It's a fun story that I'm really excited to work on with just some... It's gonna be a cozy mystery. So if you've read cozy mysteries, it's got a mystery. There is a murder, but it's cozy vibes. So it's not super high stakes. And there is an outline formula that I am following. So I'm really excited about that one. The last book that paired with Katie's book is the one that I'm not positive I'm gonna work on or not this year, is a book that's based in Celtic mythology. That's my villain origin story, basically. I haven't talked much about it on here. I have it, project named Raven. And I really like this story. It's a lot of fun. But what I started off with, I have written the first, half of the first draft of the first book, or of the book. As of right now, it's either a book or it can be continued. It kind of depends on what happens. But I don't like how it's going, so I need to redo my outline almost completely. I need to redo a lot of it. I'm changing kind of some of the base plot points, so I need to rewrite this one, but I'm not sure if I want to do that now or if I want to save that for a project for next year or something. So we'll see. That one I'm kind of on the fence about. And the last thing that I would really like to get to this year is I would really like to start querying. I would like to query for an agent. I have decided I think that's a better route for me to take. I will take advice from people that I'm talking to and from just about anybody on what kind of to look for and what to do and what's a good way of going about that. But I think I would feel a bit more comfortable if I had an agent who was in it with me and helping me through this process. So that's where I'm at for this year. I'm so excited for 2024. I have a feeling it's gonna be great. I'm gonna manifest in my head that it's gonna be great. So we're just gonna keep pretending. If not, I think it's gonna be a good year. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I think there's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna learn, and then a lot's gonna happen. So that's what I got for you guys here today. Please like, comment, subscribe. I would love it if you would. It really would help me out in the future, and it would help me out right now as well. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye!